Hi there. A couple of days ago, I had posted about my traumatic childhood, the sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional, mental, and they had asked me, how did you heal this? So many people are suffering. How did you do it? So that's what this video is going to be about. And what it boils down to is energy medicine is what helped me heal the decade plus and beyond of abuse that I had experienced. And so in this conversation, we have to start from the beginning that there is an understanding that we are beyond this human body, right? We are more than our minds. We are energetic beings. And energy medicine is the understanding of the connection between the mind, the body, the spirit, energy, that we are intricate, complex human beings, right? Spirits on a human journey. When trauma happens, it happens not just to the body, but all of the parts of you, right? So as you're a child and these things are happening to you, it's affecting your nervous system, it's affecting your mind, it's affecting your spirit, it's affecting your emotions, right? Because when these things happen, the body goes into survival mode. And as a child, you don't have the mental capacity to figure out what's happening and what you're supposed to do about it. And so you start to lock down. You do whatever it is that you need to do to get through the experience. And a lot of times that is a disassociation. And what that means is think about just your essence, your energy leaving your body in order to survive the physical experience that's happening. But it also has an impact on your nervous system, right? Fight, flight, freeze. And when we don't resolve those things, they get trapped inside the physical body. And so it also affects the mental mind, right? The mental body, because these things are happening and it's beyond what you can comprehend as a child, right? So you go into survival mode, you do what you need to do to get through it, but then you start to create these beliefs about yourself, beliefs about life. Life isn't safe. I can't trust anybody around me. There must be something wrong with me if this is happening. I must not be lovable if this is how I'm being treated, right? So that's happening on the mental level. What happens is the experience gets trapped inside the nervous system, right? It gets trapped inside the body. Your nervous system gets coded with some kind of fight, flight, freeze, fawn response. And so when these responses are not resolved and you grow into adulthood, right, they become these survival responses, they become behavior responses, in the background, subconsciously, just running on automatic. And so when you're going into adulthood and you're trying to expand your life and you're, trying to attract love and you're doing all of the things and you can't understand why, you're not attracting the love that you want, or you find yourself in cycles of having levels of success but hitting a ceiling and coming back down. Success, you hit a ceiling and you come back down, right? You make a certain amount of money and you come back down. Health, right? For me, it was I would lose a bunch of weight and then I would gain it back, and then I would lose a bunch of weight and then I would gain it back. But in the back of my mind, I had this belief that if I was heavier, I would not be attacked or hurt again. So I had to resolve that underlying energy. So with these imprints of what happened, the way that your nervous system was developed with the trauma still trapped in your body, right? You develop these behavior mechanisms. You develop these responses, right? The things that in a background keep you safe. But as you get to adulthood and you're trying to go beyond that, this is where you have to address the instances on the multi-levels of where it actually happened, right? So when I was going to therapy, it was only addressing things in the mind. And as I've studied energy medicine since 2003, I came to a process of being able to clear the trauma on multiple levels without re-traumatizing myself and the clients that I work with. With energy medicine, I learned the connection between the mind, the body, the spirit, energy, my vagus nerve, my nervous system, and how to release the trauma imprints, the patterns, the survival mechanisms from an energetic and emotional level. And that's how my body came into balance. That's how the depression went away. That's how the anxiousness went away. That's how I was able to lose and keep off 100 pounds. That's how I've been able to step in and do the work that I've been doing for 20 plus years, and to really come into alignment with my heart and my soul and what it is that, the life that I'm here to create, breaking the patterns of ancestral trauma that have been passed down, releasing the epigenetic patterns within my own DNA of, trauma, victim, survival from my system, so that I can live a full, happy, healthy life. If energy medicine and resolving childhood trauma and any kind of trauma, and really coming into, the more that you are and being in charge and empowered in your own life is something that interests you, I encourage you to subscribe, follow me, because I'm going to have more conversations about how unresolved trauma affects your health, physical, emotional, mental, and how energy medicine can help, how it affects your finances, how it affects your relationships, how it affects your creative capacities, and how you can resolve that. And through energy medicine and understanding that we don't have to re-traumatize ourselves, especially when we're working on the energetic levels. And when you are working on the energetic, emotional, and levels of consciousness, that is where real effective change can happen. That gets you out of the cycles, gets you out of the repeating the patterns, right? The same relationships over and over again, the expansion and the contraction, and really giving you tools as a human to continue through this life's journey. Anyway, stay tuned if this is something that interests you, and if you know somebody that would be interested, please do share. Thank you.